Hello lovely yogi, welcome to Flow with Shreya. I'm Shreya and today I'm bringing you a yin to vinyasa flow. In this flow, we'll start out with a gentler yin practice and transition into a more yang vinyasa flow. If you're short on time but you want to get the benefits of both yin and yang yoga all in one practice, this is the flow for you. Although props are not required for this practice, if you do want to use some for the yin portion, grab them now. So if you want to practice some yin and yang, come flow with me.
Meet me on your mat in a seat. Bring the soles of your feet together. Take your knees wide. We'll start in a butterfly pose. Take a moment to shift your hips side to side. You can bring your heels as far away or as close to your body as you'd like. As you find your sit bones firmly on the ground, inhale and lengthen. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward. Let your arms rest wherever they land. You can always grab a block here as a place to rest your forehead by placing the block at any height on your feet. Now, props are not required for this practice, so take what works for you and leave the rest. I encourage you to flip your palms up here so you can resist any urges to pull or force deeper into this posture. Take the first few moments just to turn inward and come into your breath. Now remembering that this is the yin portion of our practice. Come into stillness. Allow gravity to do the work here. Notice your breath in and out. You are exactly where you need to be. Allow your body and your mind to find some calm and peace. As we settle into the first few postures, the focus will be on coming into our appropriate edge, finding stillness, and staying for a time. We'll be holding these first few poses for a longer period of time. Deep, smooth breath in, long, slow breath out. On your next inhale, gently engage your core, flip your palms, walk your palms back and rise. Take your palms behind you, bring your knees together, feet flat on the mat, and take your knees side to side just to get out of that space. Then swing your legs behind you and make your way onto your belly. We'll be taking Sphinx Pose next. Once you're on your belly, lift your chest, coming onto your forearms, elbow underneath the shoulder. You can take your feet as wide as your mat. Palms are flat on your mat. Use minimal muscular effort here just to lift and open up your heart space. Try to keep a neutral spine through the neck. release and relax, soften your eyes, soften your brows, soften your jaw, soften your glutes. If you feel too much tension in your shoulders, you can always walk your elbows slightly forward. Or if you feel too much tension in your neck, you can always bring your palms together, bend your elbows, and rest the bridge of your nose onto your thumbs. Again, take what works for you. Find your own appropriate edge. And wherever you are, breathe. If you notice any sensations come up, let them pass. If you notice any thoughts or feelings come up, let them pass. If you feel like running away from this space, just take a deep breath in and out. And allow yourself the opportunity to breathe through this discomfort. Often when you want to get out of the pose is when the real work of the pose starts. Just a few more breaths here. On your next exhale, take your elbows wide, lower your forehead onto the backs of your palms, and just release out of that posture. Allow your spine to reset here. And then bringing your palms underneath your shoulders, sink your hips back towards your heels. Bring your big toes together and take your knees wide as you find your child's pose. Now you have the option of taking your knees wide or bringing your knees together here. If your arms are out long in front of you, you also have the option of flipping your palms in this space, turning your palms towards the ceiling, just for a different sensation. Allow your body to release and surrender to the forces of gravity. Again, release the tension in your muscles. Notice your breath in, notice your breath out. Find your breath here, find your center here, ground yourself here. In the next part of our practice, we'll be balancing these yin energies within our body with a more active and yang practice. Getting a little bit of both within the same practice. On your next breath, lift yourself up into a tabletop. Tuck your toes under and gently shift your hips back into a downward facing dog. As we move into the yang portion of this practice, take your time to gently bring movement back into your body. Maybe pedaling out your feet here. Maybe bringing your heels high and taking them low. Find any movement that works for you. As you exhale, sink your heels towards your mat. And as you inhale, look forward, shift forward into your plank pose. You can always bring your knees down here. Engage your core. Exhale, shift back into your downward facing dog. Hips go high. Inhale, shift forward, find your plank pose. Core is still engaged. Exhale, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift into your plank once more. Strong and steady here. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Bend your knees and look forward as you inhale. Exhale and step forward to the top of your mat. Find a forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold once more. Inhale, lift up halfway. Pinch your shoulder blades behind you. Exhale and fold once more. You can always bend your knees here. Inhale, lift up halfway. As you exhale, plant the palms and step back to your plank. Bend your elbows and lower down all the way to the ground. Once you make your way onto your belly, bring your palms by your sides, zip your legs together. Inhale and lift your legs, thighs, arms, chest off the mat. Exhale, nose to mat. Inhale, lift everything up off the floor. Gaze is slightly ahead of you, neutral neck and spine. Exhale, nose to mat. Inhale, lift up once more. Continue to breathe. Exhale, nose to mat. Bringing your palms underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under, shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog once more. As you inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Inhale, the right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, the right leg high. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, the right leg high. Exhale, plant the right leg down. Inhale the left leg high, left knee to nose, cheetah pose. Inhale the left toes, exhale left knee to left elbow. Inhale the left leg high, left knee to right elbow. And then plant that left foot back down, downward facing dog. Find your breath here. And bend your knees, walk forward and find yourself in a seat. Shift yourself to the center of your mat and lower all the way back and down. Knees are bent, feet flat on the mat. Walk your heels in as close to your glutes as possible. Tucking your shoulders underneath you. Inhale, lift your hips, for a bridge pose. You can keep your palms by your sides, or you can interlock your fingers underneath your body. Squeeze the air in between your thighs. Exhale, gently lower back down onto your mat. Take your legs out long, let your feet fall open. Palms by your sides, facing up. Take a deep breath in, drop your jaw and side away, letting go for your final resting pose. Stay here as long as you'd like, or begin to gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Make your way into a seat.
If you enjoyed this practice, be sure to click the thumbs up button so I know to make more of these types of videos. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on new videos every Tuesday and Friday. If you wanted a little bit more yin or vinyasa, be sure to check out my playlists, linked in the cards and the description bar below. Also share this with anyone you think might find it helpful too. As always, the clothing I'm wearing, the mat I was practicing on, and any props I used in this practice will be linked in the description bar below, so check it out if you're interested. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.